a large compacted area here. I believe it's a deer bed. See, there's some droppings in it. I'm coming back here. There's a large bed back in the corner of this clear cut, and I want to find out if they used it last year. I haven't been back here for 2 years. I brought a camera this time, so this is a good sign right here. Lots of mosquitoes. First sign of a buck there. Getting back here farther, I'm finding these little islands out of the swamp. I haven't found any really nice beds yet. The bed that I had found here 2 years ago, right on the edge, it's still kind of there, but it's not being used. At least it wasn't used lately. So I'm going to walk the perimeter of this little island here, and so then I want to actually head back farther away from the parking lot. Mosquitoes are bad. If I keep moving, I'm okay with this wind. As soon as I stop, they're on me. So this deer here, well, we probably got 10 inches between the two. But if he had some tine marks up here too. Maybe he just touched it, you know. I'm getting way back in here. This is another little island right here. You can see it's dry ground. I mean, I've walked 200-300 yards, all in water. I'd like to see some more buck sign. I'm looking for a bed. I don't see a big bed around here. Of course, you know, he can lay anywhere he wants in here. It's kind of dimpled down. Well, I'll mark it. Never know, it might produce a pattern of some type. Right, I got a couple islands marked in here already. And this one here is out there. I could see the trees, so I kept going. There's another pretty big tree right here too, in the distance. I'm going to go check that one out. Nothing really the other way. That's the way I want to go, where I don't see any trees. I keep heading in the different direction than I want to go. Just looks good. Got to be something here if there's a big tree. You know, like this birch tree, I thought, yeah, got to be something high ground to keep that big thing in here standing. Alright. Can't see trees in the distance. That's where I came from. There's a couple of single ones that I went and visited, and one of them had a large bed. And I marked it. And then I found this. That is a very large maple. That might be like 40 inches or something. Oh, there's a sign of a hunter within there. You can see there's that pole. Is that been cut, or is that broke? That looks like it's cut. So somebody was way up there. That's 35-40 feet high. Not lately though. I don't see any sign of bark being roughed up. No ladder. You have to put 3 straps together to get a step on it. Not huntable as far as I'm concerned. I'll bet you this is a doe bedding spot. It's open here. Well, there's some more trees here. There's got to be a couple more islands. There is a good flow of water right here, but there's something came walking through here. Had to be probably like a coon or something, because a deer would Weigh them all down. There's another huge tree. I don't know if it could be a balmagilliad, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a basswood tree. Can't see the leaves yet. Well, see some old ones yet. That might be. No, could be basswood. It's monster tree. It's behind me, so it looks smaller, and it's huge. Another little island here. I don't see anything to distinguish one spot from another. I'm just aimlessly wandering now. So I'm going to kind of circle around like a horseshoe and head back to the car. These branches broke off here. This is all of 6 feet tall, and I think our buck was using that as a scrape. You can see the ground is roughed up down here. Big scrape. This is a big scrape. So this is an island of oaks that I found. I was ready to give up and go back. You can see some rubs there, and there's some rubs behind me. I've been walking around in circles here trying to figure out a setup. So I found this tree. This almost looks like a white oak. Oh no, it's got edges. That's a red oak. There's some big red oak trees here. I don't think they spent a lot of time eating here last year. Just doesn't look that busy. So this might be an on year. Is there a rub right there? There's another scrape over by those 2 oaks. This is old, but boy, he got in there. The car is that way, towards the south. I like the north wind days, they're colder. I'm trying to find a tree here along the south edge so that the thermals pull my scent into the swamp. Nothing just jumps out at me. There's one good tree that I like right over here, but it's leaning the wrong way. But for that scrape, it's leaning the right way. Right there. Got a lot of stuff behind for cover. There's a big trail right at the base of it, so I don't know if I like that too much, but yeah, it's not a big trail. Not huge. Actually, it comes that way, and it's actually starts to go up right here. So that's good. To pace it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, oh, 15 yards. I'd have to get rid of a few of these understory trees, bushes. Yeah, I like this spot. I mean, it's a bear to get in here, a bear. Well, there's been something breaking brush and stuff around here. Probably a squirrel. Alright, I'm up 2 sticks high. You can see them. I'm on the last step. Right here is where I want to put the stand. Kind of even with this branch that's coming out. Maybe like right there. So it looks like a continuation of the branch. So I'm sitting. My bow is like right here. There's a scrape over there about 15 yards to to those 2 oaks. There's a great trail that I got a shot to. If I clear out just 3 branches, 1, 2, 3, 4 branches, I can get a really good shot. And then here's the main scrape is right over there. So this main scrape is 15 paces, so those oaks must be 20. So I'm just going to knock a couple of those branches. I'm calling this a done deal. Oak Island. You've heard that before. And I actually found one. That's pretty neat. Okay. There actually is a sign of a hunter. I'll show you. So right there's the other scrape. The one below the oak tree. Using these oak limbs. They're dead. But it's a scrape. And here's the main path coming in here. You can see that just as plain as day. I'm not going to follow it. I want to make a beeline straight for the car. That way I know the route in here. If the wind is from the north-northeast, north or north-northeast. And here is a sign of hunter back in here. They look kind of rusty. So probably gun hunting. I don't think he was sitting in this thing, but maybe. That's the tree I want to sit in right there, the one that's leaning right there. So all of a sudden I see another limb in the way. Ooh, I don't have my stick. Ooh, look at, that's actually a tree that got rubbed on. Looks like some fresh stuff right there. I'm going to see if I can jump up there and grab it. Okay. Now this is the trail between the 2 scrapes right here. There are the 2 oaks. And heads over here to this main scrape. This is the big one. Right here. Get some of these sticks out of here. Invite them in next time, next year, or this year, later this year. You can see it's been worked for a while. There's a hollow right here. It's a hollow. So they work it. And right there's the tree I want to be sitting in. You see a lot of trees around it. The one I'm sitting in is in the middle right there. And there's one spot here that I found decent for a trail camera. Not overlooking the scrape, but I have to think about hunters as well as deer. So if something's coming through here, I think I'll get a picture of it. Right there in that tree right there. I think it's got a really nice spot. Mosquitoes. Right there. This is all clear right here. And there is a very well used trail, including one with relatively fresh track in it. Right here. Right there's the camera. Camera number 10. Footprint in there, get rid of it. And there's the relatively fresher print right there. Not a big one, but I think this is a rut spot. So we're not coming back here until the end of October. We'll see if that camera's still working. Ah, there's my stick. Right there's my stick. So this is the direction of the car. I'm going to head right out that way. See if I can find a decent path out of here. So there's my trail camera. And here I am fighting the mosquitoes. I had a great time setting this one up. I think it's going to be a good one during the rut. late October. Well, you know, these oaks here, maybe I'm coming in here. Actually, let me think about this. So although this is a rut spot with the scrapes and the rubs, since there's oaks here, we're probably going to have some visits here early in the season. So I've got another couple spots with red oaks. If they start to drop, I'm coming back in here. And I'm going to need to find a spot a way through here, right back to the car. And I'm right on the edge of this oak island, right on the edge of it. So the thermals will be dropping that way, especially if I got a north wind. And the deer might be coming on this trail right here, right next to me, to smell whatever's on the island. Get rid of my boot track there. So, oaks, check. Island, check. Well, let's start it over. Island, check. Oaks, check. Scrapes, check. Rubs, check. Okay. Let's see if I can get out of here without having too much of my blood missing. I also been finding ticks, so tick season is on. Alright. So I'm pretty lucky here. There's a swale that, man, I've been on it for a couple hundred yards already, and it heads right for my car. So I'm in this low point, and there'll be less brush to have to walk through. That's great. Sometimes it's nice to be lucky. Now it gets a little denser, but I can see a pretty good opening right through there, right towards the car. Half a mile. Look how long it took me to get through that thick stuff. The 16 probably represents when I stopped and made a trail mark. I made a lot of trail marks through the thickest stuff so that I wouldn't get turned around in there. There you go. Another spot. Identified, catalog, GPS, all the rest of it. Ready to go.